evening. Here is top news newsletter, starting with the headlines. The Syrian army kills terrorists in different regions, destroy their weaponry. Al-Halaqi, Iran has a major opportunity to establish a project in Syria. Paris attack result of a France police rampage. Units of the army and the armed forces continue operations against the Takfiri terrorist organization, inflicting heavy losses upon them and killed a number of terrorists and injured others in southeast of Idlib. Units also targeted in special operations dens of terrorists in Tel Dinad and Martoun, Sijar, and killing and injuring many of terrorists. Meanwhile, a unit of the army eliminated many terrorists in Khan Sibil on Aleppo-Homs highway. The army eliminated many terrorists and injured others in Tel Daw al-Hula Homs province countryside and killed many terrorists and injured others there. Takfiri terrorist organizations besiege a number of villages between Hama and Homs, attacking them and looting their properties. In Damascus countryside, the unit of the army and the armed forces killed a number of terrorists and destroyed their hideouts in Jobar, Harasta, Douma farms in the eastern Ghouta in Damascus countryside. Douma area witnessed clashes on more than one axis, where many terrorists were killed and their weapons and ammunition were destroyed in Tel Kurt farms to the northeast of the city. More terrorists were killed in Al-Alaya farms, where a successful military operation was carried out by the army units in Douma area, leaving a number of terrorists killed and wounded. Iran has major opportunities to establish joint projects in Syria. Prime Minister Al-Halaqi said during a meeting with the head of the Syrian-Iranian Economic Relations Development Committee, Rustam al-Ghassemi, and the accompanied delegation. He underlined the positive outcome of the trade and economic deliberations between the two sides over the past few days, as they contribute to opening a new cooperation prospect between the two countries. Premier Al-Halaqi added that true willingness and the strong Syrian-Iranian strategic political relations helped to achieve these results, which will positively reflect on the steadfastness of the Syrian people. For his part, Al-Ghassemi said that Iran will not hesitate to provide all commercial and economic support to Syria and its people, expressing confidence in the latter's victory. Former U.S. Congressman Ron Paul said that the shooting attack in Paris is the direct result of interventionist policies taken by Western countries, including France. In an interview with the Newsmax, Paul condemned the attack on the magazine that left 11 people dead and described it as a blowback. He explained that the French government's policies to intervene in the affairs of the other countries caused this kind of attacks. France has been a target for many years because they have been involved in foreign affairs in Libya, and they really motivate us along in. Recently in Libya, but they have been involved in Algeria, so they have had attacks like this. It's that overall police which invites retaliations, and they see us as intruders. But it's a little bit more complex, you know. When they hit us, either here at home and hit civilians, and what's happening in France. But I don't think you can divorce this instance from the overall foreign policy, the former presidential candidate added. An explosion has been reported in a restaurant near a mosque in Villefranche-Saint-Saur, eastern France. There are no reports of any injuries, and the cause of the blast remains unknown. According to the French media, the blast flew out of the window of the neighboring restaurants. The area is currently cordoned off by the police and the solution is being investigated. I'm afraid that this is connected with the dramatic events which happened this Wednesday, as Bernard Prout, the mayor of the city, said. On Wednesday, 3 men attacked the office of the French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo in Paris, killing 11 people and injuring 12 others. On Thursday morning, a gunman opened a fire at 2 police officers in Porte du Châtillon, in the outskirts of Paris. He heavily wounded one of them. However, investigators are claiming the case isn't related to the terror attack on Charlie Hebdo. The Lebanese parliament, Nabih Berri, discussed with the Syria's ambassador in Beirut, Ali Abdel Karim, bilateral relations between Syria and Lebanon and the current situation in the region. Talks during the meeting dealt with the new developments on the so-called measures on the border, Abdel Karim said after this meeting. He added Berri affirmed that integration between the two countries is essential to defeat terrorists. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. I'm Inas Ahmad. Good night.